Well, the 2016 baseball season is almost here as we are at the 2-week mark before the season gets started. And 2016 has a lot of fun stuff coming up. But one of the things that I'm really excited about is our new show this year. The Keys Corner is moving to a digital platform. You'll be able to find it on YouTube and watch every single week as we'll have different interactive features. We'll talk about the team. We'll tell you about all the fun promotions that are coming up this year and plenty more. And who better to bring it to you than your Keys broadcasters. I'm Geoff Arnold, joined alongside by the slightly more attractive Doug Raftery as we get ready for another baseball season. And Doug, I'm really looking forward to it.
I am too. It's crazy. We're less than 2 weeks away. You'll be heading on the road to Myrtle Beach, visiting Salem, a nice road trip for you to kick off the season. And then here at home on April 14th, it comes a little bit too quick, I think, every single year for those of us who work in the off season. But pumped, excited to see what players are going to be coming here to Frederick.
Yeah, and I'm also really excited to see some of you fans coming out to the ballpark this year. The Keys led the Carolina League in all of Advanced Day in attendance, have the best fans in the league, and we're excited to see everybody once again. Now, if you want to follow along with the show, you can do that in a couple of ways. You can visit the YouTube page every week. We'll have updated content. You can also follow the Frederick Keys on Twitter, at Frederick Keys, on Instagram, at Frederick Keys. You can like our Facebook page, and because we're all about self-promotion here, you can find me on Twitter at Geoff on the Air. Doug, what's your handle?
Nice and simple, at Doug Raftery.
I'm up to 313 followers. How many do you have?
I think I've got you. I think I'm in the 400 range.
Well, you guys are going to have to. You guys are going to have to help me make up for that this year. Well, we're really excited about the 2016 season. There's plenty of stuff going on. One of the new aspects of 2016, addition to the show, is that we're going to have a new coaching staff this year. For the most part, 2 of the 3 members of the staff, if you exclude the support staff, are going to be brand new. And it all starts with a new manager in Keith Bodie. And Doug Raftery, Keith has been around the block.
He sure has, and he's been at the helm for quite a while. Not in the Baltimore Orioles organization. He was the hitting coach for AA Bowie and worked with many former Keys, of course, with the Bay Sox. So Keith Bodie was with AA Corpus Christi and certainly had a great success with them.
He'll be with the team. Additionally, the Keys will get a new hitting coach in Eric Pappas, who was a former first-round draft pick a long time ago.
Sure was, and Eric coming from another organization. St. Louis Cardinals was with Springfield last year. 2 guys who have had AA experience. I mentioned Corpus Christi for Bodie, Pappas coming from AA Springfield. One name that he did work with, who may be familiar to Keys fans, Michael Ullman. Backstop, was in the organization, no longer, had a great year. Obviously did some very good things with him.
Yeah, and of course, Ullman, a former Carolina League batting champion. And don't be surprised if Keith Bodie is also helping out in terms of some of the things he's doing with the Keys hitters, because a very good hitting coach. And you have to remember, he played a pivotal role in helping Trey Mancini win an Eastern League batting title last year. Now, the Keys players are not known yet. Hopefully, we'll find out a little bit more at some point next week when the rosters are eventually announced. But one person that the Keys probably will be seeing some of this year, we were hoping that he was going to be here last year. He had a couple of injury setbacks, and that is Hunter Harvey.
Number 1 prospect, that's all you got to say. Many, many publications out there. And Hunter Harvey, fastball, curveball, changeup. He didn't throw that off-speed changeup in high school. He's still been working on it, but it's been tough. He missed all of last year. He was shut down in fall instructional league this year, and now in spring training, finally healthy. And Hunter Harvey, a name you can't forget. Of course, his father, Brian, an all-star when he played, and a name that you need to remember.
Yeah, Brian Harvey had a tremendous professional playing career in the major leagues, most notably with the Florida Marlins. Some Keys players this year, we said we don't really know much about who's going to be on the roster this year, but there are a lot of players I think you can speculate that will probably be here. Who are some of the guys you're excited to see?
Well, Jomar Reyes, I think, is the first one who kind of pops into your mind. He'll be at the hot corner over there, and certainly a stick that's coming around. He's very young, I believe, 20 years old at this point. He's number 1 for me at the very least.
Yeah, for me, I'm going to say Tanner Scott, who throws a 100-mile-an-hour fastball. I think the biggest thing they're trying to see out of him this year, though, is reduce the walks a little bit. Now, in terms of some former Keys that you want to pay attention to, Tyler Wilson, there's a chance that he might break with the Orioles as their 5th starter.
11 2/3 innings, 3 runs so far in spring training. You think about the Orioles, not a very strong pitching staff right now, especially in the starting rotation. They don't have a true number 1, and many will say Chris Tillman struggling last year. I think there's a good opportunity for Tyler Wilson to slip into that 4 or 5 spot, and why not with what he has showed at the major league level last year and so far in spring training.
And also because Miguel Gonzalez has been a little bit of an up-and-down guy at spring training this year. Finally, it was a report about this earlier today, and that is that Dylan Bundy, at some point, it's probably not very likely, but maybe he could start at some point this year. Do you think it's going to happen, or do you think maybe it occurs in 2017?
I think 2017. Personally, he's gone through a lot of issues, with that Tommy John surgery and different injuries when he was with the Keys, rehabbing. Dylan Bundy, still number 2 prospect, so he's gotten an upside. There's no doubt about it, but a lot of people are questioning starter, bullpen, where's he going to end up?
Well, he's done a really good job in spring training, and the biggest thing about Bundy is that he has stayed healthy this spring. One of the fun parts about Keys Corner is that we'll be able to answer your questions every single week, and you can get involved by sending us a tweet at Frederick Keys, or you can reach out to either myself or Doug Raftery on Twitter. I'm at Geoff on the Air. Doug is at Doug Raftery. First question we've gotten a lot of is, when do single-game tickets go on sale? Well, Friday, April 8th at 10 o'clock is the first day single-game tickets go on sale. And then the following day at Keys Fest, you'll also have an opportunity to purchase tickets.
Well, Keys Fest happens to be Saturday, April 9th, 11 to 2 p.m. here at Nimio Field, one of my favorite events. Geoff Arnold's going to be on the road in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, as the Keys play the Pelicans, but come for that 3-hour time slot. You'll be able to get a tour of the ballpark. You'll have an opportunity to get your picture taken and placed on a baseball card, and we'll have Buffalo Wild Wings here serving food. Also, one of the questions we've been receiving is, what is up with this double bobblehead this year? One of the new exciting features that a Keys ticket plan holder can receive. Manny Machado, Jonathan Scope, signature high five when the Orioles win a game. Well, we have it here at Nimio Field. Any ticket plan, 5-game pack, a reserve flex pack, you purchase one of those, you receive a double bobblehead.
Doug and I wish we could be down in Sarasota right now with the Orioles, watching them train, taking in some big league games, but sadly we're stuck here in the office. Fortunately for us, though, we've been able to employ a correspondent, and that person is John Weinberg, who's going to be the Keys Clubhouse Manager this year. John, what's going on down there?
Hey guys, my name's John. I'll be the Clubhouse Manager in Frederick this year. Kind of just wanted to give you a little preview of what's coming up this season. Right now I'm out shagging fly balls, and guys are taking BP. Let's go Keys.
Well, thanks, John. Clubhouse guys really get to have all the fun. I'm Geoff Arnold, joined alongside by DeForest Garcia, who's the new promotions manager for the Frederick Keys. And DeForest, there's a lot of great stuff coming up this year. And to get things started before the season gets underway, 30 and 30 campaign going on. What's this all about?
All right, our 30 and 30 campaign, we got a community relations plan we kicked off. We're doing 30 appearances in 30 days, started on March 14th, leading up to April 14th, our home opener. We've been going out to a lot of great places. We saw some schools in West Virginia, here in Maryland. Around D.C., it's been really cool. Coyote's gotten to visit a lot of different places. It's been a lot of fun.
One of the exciting things that's gone on this week is that Chris Cooley just got added to the promotion schedule. A former member of the Washington Redskins, was a very good tight end for them. It's part of Halfway to Kickoff Night. What do the Keys have planned for that night?
That'll be a great night. Chris Cooley, big fan favorite with the Redskins. He'll be out here signing autographs, meeting fans, also be celebrating that halfway point to kickoff. I know everybody's antsy for football to come back.
Shooter McGavin is going to be coming out in June this year, and additionally, he's got a little bit of press coverage because fans will be getting a cool Shooter McGavin bobblehead that night.
Oh yeah, he'll be out here on Saturday, June 18th, a 6 o'clock game that night. He's been on Golf Digest, getting a little love from them, also on Sports Illustrated's Extra Mustard segment. So a lot of people, a lot of eyes on this bobblehead, so you're going to want to get here and get one of those.
DeForest, since you were announced the other day on a team press release, Ben Hill from MILB.com had your name, DeForest, as the cool names alert. How do you feel about that?
It's pretty nice. It's a cool name, interesting name, getting a lot of love. Derek Trueblood, groundskeeper, you can't forget him, Trueblood. It's quite a name.
All right, well, DeForest, thanks so much for joining us. We look forward to hearing more from you throughout the season. For myself, DeForest, as well as Doug Raftery, Geoff Arnold saying so long, and talk to you next week on Keys Corner.